Bolivia is a landlocked country located in South America. It is bordered by Brazil to the north and east, Paraguay to the southeast, Argentina to the south, Chile to the southwest, and Peru to the northwest. As of 2021, the estimated population of Bolivia is approximately 11.7 million people. The majority of the population is concentrated in the cities, with La Paz, the administrative capital, and Santa Cruz, the economic capital, being the largest cities in the country. Bolivia has a rich and complex history, stretching back thousands of years to the indigenous civilizations that once inhabited the region. Some of the earliest known civilizations in Bolivia include the Tiwanaku, the Moxos, and the Inca Empire, which conquered and integrated the region into their empire in the late 15th century. In the 16th century, Spanish conquistadors arrived in Bolivia, leading to the colonization of the region and the establishment of Spanish rule. Over the next several centuries, Bolivia was ruled as part of the Spanish Viceroyalty of Peru, and its indigenous population was subjected to forced labor, disease, and death. In 1825, Bolivia gained independence from Spain and became a republic. However, the country struggled to establish a stable government in the following years, and it saw numerous coups, civil wars, and changes of government. During this time, Bolivia also lost substantial amounts of territory to neighboring countries, particularly after its defeat in the War of the Pacific in 1879, which saw it lose its southern coastal region to Chile. In the 20th century, Bolivia experienced periods of political stability, but also saw frequent changes of government and a number of military coups. In recent decades, Bolivia has seen a resurgence of indigenous culture and political power, with the election of the first indigenous president, Evo Morales, in 2006 marking a significant turning point in the country's history. Under Morales, Bolivia implemented a number of reforms aimed at reducing poverty, promoting social equality, and protecting the rights of indigenous peoples. Today, Bolivia is a diverse and dynamic country with a rich history and a bright future, as it continues to work towards a more prosperous and equitable future for all its citizens. Bolivia is a country with a rich and diverse cultural heritage, reflecting the influence of its indigenous peoples, Spanish colonizers, and immigrants from other countries. Religion is an important part of Bolivian culture, with a majority of the population being Catholic. However, there is also a significant Protestant community, as well as practitioners of indigenous religions, who incorporate their beliefs and traditions into their daily lives. In terms of art, Bolivia is known for its vibrant textiles, particularly the woven fabrics produced by the indigenous Aymara and Quechua peoples. Bolivian artists also create pottery, jewelry, and other crafts that are highly valued both in the country and internationally. Overall, Bolivia's culture and traditions reflect its rich history and diverse populations, and offer a unique and fascinating glimpse into the country's heritage and values. The people of Bolivia are a diverse and dynamic population, reflecting the country's rich cultural heritage. The majority of the population is of indigenous descent, particularly Aymara and Quechua, who have lived in the region for thousands of years and continue to maintain their traditions and culture. In addition to the indigenous peoples, there is also a significant minority of people of Spanish descent, as well as smaller communities of Afro-Bolivians, Asian immigrants, and others. Bolivia is a multilingual country, with Spanish being the official language, but many indigenous languages, such as Aymara and Quechua, are widely spoken, particularly in rural areas. Bolivia is known for its vibrant and diverse cultural heritage, which is reflected in its traditional music, dance, and festivals, as well as its cuisine, art, and religious practices. Bolivians are also known for their hospitality and warmth, making visitors feel welcome and at home in the country. Despite the challenges posed by poverty, inequality, and political instability, the people of Bolivia are known for their resilience, resourcefulness, and determination to build a better future for themselves and their country. Bolivia is a country with a developing economy that has experienced significant growth and modernization in recent years. The country's economy is largely based on the extraction and export of natural resources, including oil, gas, minerals, and agricultural products. Bolivia is also known for its thriving tourism industry, which is driven by its diverse natural beauty, cultural heritage, and historical sites. In recent years, the Bolivian government has implemented a number of reforms aimed at boosting economic growth and reducing poverty. These reforms have included investments in infrastructure, education, and healthcare, as well as measures to encourage foreign investment and improve the business climate. Despite these efforts, Bolivia remains one of the poorest countries in South America, and poverty, inequality, and unemployment remain significant challenges. The country's economy is also highly dependent on global commodity prices, which can be volatile and create uncertainty for businesses and investors. Additionally, political instability and conflict have also had an impact on the economy, and corruption and bureaucratic inefficiencies are persistent challenges. Nevertheless, the government remains committed to economic development and growth, and there are many initiatives underway to support entrepreneurship, innovation, and job creation in the country. Overall, Bolivia's economy has made progress in recent years, but there are still many challenges to be addressed, particularly in terms of reducing poverty, inequality, and improving economic stability. Bolivian cuisine is diverse and flavorful, reflecting the country's rich cultural heritage and diverse populations. The cuisine incorporates indigenous ingredients and cooking methods, as well as influences from Spanish and other immigrant communities. Some of the most popular dishes in Bolivia include pica lo macho, a dish made with beef, sausage, peppers, onions, and other ingredients, usually served with rice and potatoes. Salteñas, a type of savory pastry filled with meat, vegetables, and spices, similar to an empanada. Silpancho, a dish made with rice, potatoes, and a pounded meat steak, topped with a fried egg and served with a spicy tomato sauce. Chicharrón, fried pork rinds, typically served as a snack or appetizer. Sopaipillas, a type of fried bread, often served as a snack or with a meal. Bolivia is also known for its traditional drinks, including the tea-like beverage called mate de coca, which is made from the leaves of the coca plant and is believed to have medicinal properties. Chicha, a traditional corn-based alcoholic drink, is also widely consumed, particularly in rural areas. In terms of sweets, Bolivia is famous for its pastries, such as alfajores, a type of shortbread filled with dulce de leche, and its sweet breads, such as the sweet yeast bread known as panettone. Overall, Bolivian cuisine is an important part of the country's cultural heritage and offers a delicious taste of its diverse and vibrant traditions. Here are some tips for traveling to Bolivia. Visa requirements. Depending on your nationality, you may need a visa to enter Bolivia. Be sure to check the visa requirements in advance and allow plenty of time to process your application. Health and safety. Bolivia is generally safe for travelers, but it's always a good idea to take precautions to protect your health and safety. Be aware of the local climate, altitude, and potential health risks, and take steps to protect yourself, such as getting vaccinated and drinking plenty of water. Money. The Bolivian currency is the Boliviano, and it's a good idea to have some cash on hand for daily expenses. Major cities and tourist areas generally have ATMs, but it's a good idea to check the availability of cash and credit card services in advance. Language. Spanish is the official language of Bolivia, but many indigenous languages, such as Aymara and Quechua, are also widely spoken. Consider learning some basic Spanish before you travel, or bring a phrasebook with you. Transportation. Bolivia has a well-developed transportation system, with buses, taxis, and private cars available for hire. Be aware of the local laws and customs regarding transportation, and consider hiring a driver or guide to help you navigate the country. Accommodation. There is a wide range of accommodation options in Bolivia, from luxury hotels to budget-friendly hostels. Consider booking in advance, especially during peak tourist season, to ensure you get the best deal. Respect local customs. Bolivia is a culturally rich and diverse country, and it's important to respect the local customs and traditions while you are there. Be mindful of your behavior and dress, and be respectful of the local people and their beliefs. Overall, Bolivia is a fascinating and beautiful country with a rich cultural heritage, and a great destination for travelers who are looking for adventure, history, and natural beauty. With a little planning and preparation, you can have a wonderful and memorable trip.